Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, welcome to the Letten Prize Award Ceremony 2023. And thank you to the wonderful musicians. We heard a wedding tune by a famous Norwegian composer, Edvard Grieg, and it was performed by Elise Stabell on the cello and Silje Grønning on the viola, and they'll be back a little later in the program. So my name is Asta Busingye. I've had the honor of being the presenter for the past 2 Letten Prize Awards, and I'm back and very happy to be here. I would like first to give you a little background information about the prize, because the prize takes its name from a very unusual and remarkable academic who was a pioneer. Letten Saugstads was born in Oslo in 1925, an unusual lady for her time. She never married or had children, but she dedicated herself to her academic passions. She obtained a PhD in psychology, but was in practice a polyhister, interdisciplinary before it became a buzzword. A creative creature known for thinking outside the box and exploring links between different scientific fields. Although Letten Saugstads was published widely and internationally in peer-reviewed journals, as a woman scholar, she felt she was not given the credit and the positions she deserved. Eventually, towards the end of her career, she was appointed professor at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology in Troldhaugen. But it is her private foundation that really represents her legacy. Letten Foundation has, amongst other things, financed the Center for Brain Research at the University of Oslo. They've built up sustainable research centers in Africa and Asia, helped numerous, over 75 global fellows obtain their doctoral or master's degrees, and finally, the Letten Prize. The Letten Prize, which was established in 2018, together with the Young Academy of Norway. I now call on Associate Professor at Oslo Metropolitan University, Heidi Holmen. She's a member of the Young Academy of Norway, and she is also chair of the Letten Prize Committee that has assessed the nominees and chosen the winner. Heidi will introduce the finalists and, of course, the winner herself. The floor is yours, Heidi.
Thank you. Dear Letten Prize Laureate, Letten Prize Finalists, His Excellence, ladies and gentlemen. It has been my great pleasure to lead the assessment of these 5 candidates alongside the other applicants to this year 2023 Letten Prize. But I've not done it alone. With me, I've had the Letten Prize Committee, comprising Stabell from the Global Young Academy and the Radboud University and the International Institute for Applied Systems Analysis in Netherlands. Ivan Gabriel Dalmau from the Argentinian Young Academy and the National Scientific and Technical Research Council in Argentina. Elena Krieger from the New Voices USA and PSE Healthy Energy, and also Enrico Castillo from the New Voices USA and the University of California, Los Angeles. Mia Linason from the Young Academy of Sweden and the Lund University in Sweden, and Magate Ndiaye from the Senegalese National Young Academy and the University of Sheikh Anta Diop of Dakar in Senegal. Our mission as a Letten committee was to recommend a winner to the Letten board based on the Letten vision, which we've heard about, to recognize young scholars and their efforts to solve the global challenges of our time. The level of the applicants was high, but also the competencies within the committee, allowing for exciting discussions throughout this spring. Through assessment of all applicants, the committee has worked thoroughly in their review of the candidates. And this year's winner and finalist proves how skilled and globally oriented the applicants were. But these 5 remain the strongest applicants in the view of the committee. The finalists for the 2023 Letten Prize are Sarah Perkins Kirkpatrick, Athena Anastasaki, Joy Wolfram, and Peiying. Sarah Perkins Kirkpatrick is affiliated at the University of New South Wales in Australia. She has shaped the global approaches to understand and characterize heat waves, and now aim to investigate humidity as a factor in understanding heat waves and how they impact humans, a novel field where knowledge has a direct and high impact. Her dedication, her research outreach and collaboration in this field is unique, and the global relevance and perspective of her research makes her a worthy finalist for the 2023 Letten Prize. Athena Anastasaki is affiliated at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich. She aims to fundamentally change the polymer chemistry research field. Her personal motivation is strong, and her research holds the potential to help the globe address the problems posed by mounting plastic waste and improve plastic recyclability, making her a worthy finalist for the 2023 Letten Prize. Joy Wolfram holds a position at the University of Queensland and the School of Chemical Engineering, both in Australia. Her research within nanomedicine and extracellular vesicle research contribute with innovative approaches for the next generation of treatments and diagnostics, particularly within cardiovascular disease. Dr. Wolfram's research has the potential to impact treatment of non-communicable diseases, making a difference on both the individual and societal scale. Her achievements prove her potential as a researcher, and her research is widely recognized. In addition, she is mentoring young scholars and has a strong personal motivation in supporting new researchers, and Dr. Wolfram is a worthy finalist to the Letten Prize 2023. And then, Pieyang hold a position at the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. Dr. Hong's research focuses on alleviating water scarcity and providing high-quality treated wastewater as an alternative water resource. With an interdisciplinary combination of environmental engineering, microbiology, and genomics, she focuses on understanding and controlling microbial communities in wastewater treatment plants and desalination facilities. Her research has important implications for sustainable water management in arid regions and beyond, for sanitation, irrigation, and public health. Her research has a clear, broad, and societal implication, and she has qualifications to achieve results with high impact. And Dr. Hong is a motivated researcher worthy as a Letten Prize finalist. And I will now welcome the two finalists here today to receive their diplomas. Congratulations. Yeah. Varsågod. So now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Dr. Paula Moraga is affiliated at the King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. With a PhD in mathematics from the University of Valencia in Spain, she has developed an international academic profile through academic positions at various institutions in the US, the UK, Australia, and Sweden. Professor Moraga's research has provided comprehensive tools to national health organizations, allowing them to make the best use of their data to improve the health of their populations, and has directly informed strategic policy development in countries such as Malawi, Brazil, and Australia. With a commitment for working with international experts to generate improved analytical tools for rapid disease outbreak response worldwide, Professor Moraga's efforts will continue to be significant for contributing to helping countries to reduce illness and death in their populations. Aspiring to integrate new data sources to track disease at finer spatial and temporal scales than currently available, Professor Moraga aims to develop a disease surveillance system that augments the precision of traditional surveillance systems by integrating multiple digital and geospatial data sources with reduced time delays in time compared to today. This will support the critical early detection of epidemics. The impact has a strong relevance in low and middle-income countries, and Moraga's team will validate the system through monitoring dengue fever in Brazil. So in summary, Professor Moraga's previous efforts and current ambitions in research meet the criteria listed in the Letten Prize. She has developed strong collaborative networks with international experts, organizations, and health departments working toward the goal of early detection of epidemics and design of control strategies. Her work has already had an important impact on strategic policy development and will continue to have a positive impact across various regions worldwide. With a strong commitment to reducing inequalities and improving the health and quality of life of all populations, well aligned with the Letten vision, Professor Moraga is a worthy winner of the Letten Prize 2023. And I will now ask Norway's Ambassador of Global Health, John-Arne Røttingen, come forth and present the 2023 Letten Prize.
Thank you. Thank you, Heidi, and dear everyone. It's really a great honor for me to present the 2023 Letten Prize to the Assistant Professor Paula Moraga. And you've heard the description from the committee. Maybe I will use some other words, but talk about the same. Because when I was introduced to epidemiology 25 years ago, we were told that it's really about three things. It's about person, it's about place, where we are, it's about time. And those three variables, Dr. Moraga has really, through her research and methods and software development, because this is an accomplished scientist, has helped us to make more sense of such data by using Bayesian models and diverse sets of different types of data, as we heard. She estimates the geospatial localization and the spatiotemporal spread of disease. And these are powerful tools in detecting and possibly forecasting both clusters and outbreaks of disease. And I guess, and I believe, we all now understand in this post-pandemic and almost post-pandemic, there will be a wave this fall, I'm sure. We understand the importance of this kind of research and these techniques. Better surveillance systems can help us respond to and manage outbreaks of infectious diseases better than we did during the COVID-19 pandemic. Because earlier detection means a lot for the opportunities for containing disease, and at least in getting more time to establish the necessary public health and social measures, or to develop medical countermeasures like vaccines that can prevent. And Dr. Moraga has fully understood, and I believe, based on hearing the interview you did on the web, I believe you are also strongly motivated by your research having impact through such applications. It's not only about the curiosity, it's the combination. And you are also contributing to others being able to use what you find and develop by being a true practitioner of open science. You have published an open access book. It's available, downloadable, it's usable. Do download. And you share your algorithms, your software through open source so that others can benefit from it. That's also a true scientist. Dr. Moraga is originally a mathematician, as we heard, then turned epidemiologist, I would call it, but you call yourself a data scientist. You demonstrate the value and importance of then really transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary research in your own person. because mostly we also, of course, need to do it through Teams. And you demonstrate that these sort of characteristics are important when we want to address complex social problems. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you will do next and where your curiosity and interest will take you. The research you will embark on, we heard from your application, will be able to contribute to using both traditional data as well as more newly available data from social media, internet, browsing, and mobility, so that we can detect outbreaks earlier. Another partly overlapping area where I believe we need new insights and expertise from many disciplines and fields is to better understand and possibly predict why and when these outbreaks from spillover events happen. Because what are really the climatic, the environmental, the social conditions that lead to increasing number of spillover events that are very well documented? And how can we reduce those risks? That's really a One Health issue we discussed earlier today. Because such questions also need spatial-temporal models, like for climate, to better forecast and prevent future health emergencies, prevent them at the source, as it said. And maybe we could even structure such work, such really solid scientific work, in a similar panel like the IPCC. I hope you and others will break new ground on such efforts as well. So, please, Paula, come to the stage. So you need to wait. She needs to get the prize first. Because I'm very pleased to be able to present this prize to you. It's, of course, a field near my heart and my head, I guess. And you are definitely a worthy winner of the prize.
Thank you.
So first, a diploma. And then the prize. I can hold the diploma, and here you are.
His Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really honored and grateful to be here today with all of you to receive this year's Letten Prize. Professor Letten believed that health, environment, and equality are key to a better future for all, and to be honored in her name is a wonderful privilege. It also brings me immense joy to be recognized alongside extraordinary women who are making a positive impact on health and environment, contributing to create a better world. We live in an interconnected world where human health is interconnected with animal health and with the environment. Many diseases spread from animals to humans, and human activities and development are causing the emergence of new health threats. Climate change and increased temperatures facilitate the expansion of disease-carrying mosquitoes to previously unaffected regions, while global travel accelerates disease spread beyond national borders. The consequences of our actions are worsening air quality, threatening food and water, and affecting our mental health, well-being, and safety. It is crucial to acknowledge this connectivity between people, animals, and their shared environment, and to work together to create solutions for the greater good and the care for the planet. And to solve global problems, we need data. But we don't need just any data. We need reliable, relevant, timely, and detailed data. This is essential for addressing the needs of all groups, including the most vulnerable groups, which are often overlooked when populations are considered as a whole. We also need analytical tools that allow us to collect, manage, and integrate complex health and risk factors data from multiple sources and at several geographic and temporal resolutions to better respond to local needs. The pandemic has highlighted the struggle, particularly in low and middle-income countries, to access open and reliable data, as well as the absence of analytical tools necessary for well-informed decision-making and leaving no one behind. I am deeply committed to providing comprehensive tools to national health organizations that empower them to utilize their data to make better informed decisions and ensure a healthier future for all, not a few. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Letten Foundation and the Young Academy of Norway for bestowing upon me this award, and also for supporting young researchers' pioneering projects to solve the most pressing global development challenges. I would also like to thank my research group, all my collaborators over the years, and the scientific community. Solving the most important global challenges requires collaborative efforts. I am incredibly excited to continue working together with multidisciplinary, diverse, and inclusive teams for a more healthier, sustainable, and just future for all. Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We are so happy for you. How has the day been? You came to the seminar during the day, you've been listening to talks, mingling with your fellow academic colleagues. How was the day for you?
Well, it's great to be here. Like, as I said, I'm really honored and grateful to receive the Letten Prize. And I'm also very excited to have the opportunity to talk about, to listen about all of these talks about infectious diseases, One Health approaches, and how these approaches are really having an impact and improving the life of so many people.
And this prize, there's one thing we haven't spoken about today. We've talked about money before. Do you know how big the prize is? Yes. It's 2.5 million Norwegian kroner. And so we would like to know, can you explain, okay, I'm a lay person, I'm not medical personnel, I'm not an academic. Can you explain to me how this money will help you realize some of the academic ambitions you have with your project?
Yes, so the aim of my project is to develop a disease surveillance system for the early detection of disease outbreaks and for monitoring diseases in real time. So surveillance systems are very important for decision making, but traditional surveillance systems have a limitation, and is that information is delayed. From the time that the person gets sick to the time that the person decides to go to the doctor, goes to the doctor, have the laboratory tests, and that information is in the system, it may take a few weeks. So this information is not useful for taking action in real time. So my objective is to develop a disease surveillance system that integrates multiple data, like social media data, where we can find information about how people chat about their diseases, or internet data, like searches where people search treatments for their conditions. This information is not produced for epidemiological research, but we can use it to understand disease activity levels in real time. We also have access to other types of information, such as climate, environment, like, for example, temperature, precipitation. These are factors that can help us to predict the risk of diseases such as malaria or dengue. So my objective is to develop a disease surveillance system that integrates multiple data from multiple data sources and at different geographic and temporal resolutions to produce local probabilistic predictions of disease activity in real time. I will also develop a software with interactive maps and other visualizations that will help public health officials to monitor diseases in real time and also in decision-making to allocate resources in areas of greatest need and to design strategies for disease prevention and control.
So who needs this the most?
Well, I think that all over the world this will be beneficial, but especially low and middle income countries will benefit because these countries maybe don't have enough resources to develop these type of systems, but also high-income countries because the addition of multiple data from multiple sources will be able to improve predictions.
This is so exciting. I hope I can be here 2 years from now, because 2 years from now, the seminar will be dedicated to your field of work, and we'll see the developments. Okay, so last question. The last Letten seminar in 2021 was, in that seminar, we talked a lot about this duality between being a scholar and an activist. Where are you on that spectrum?
Well, I think I consider myself more like a scholar. Like I analyze data using rigorous statistical methods. And using these methods, we can understand better our world. Like we can understand how different groups of the population are doing. We can identify inequalities. We can understand biases in the data. And all of this information is useful for activists because they can understand what are the problems, and they can use this information as a tool to fight for the rights of the most disadvantaged people and really create a change.
Paula Moraga, once again, congratulations. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Paula, do you like music?
Yes, I like it.
Yes. Did you enjoy the opening tune?
Wow.
The opening tune was, as I said, it was a Norwegian composer called Grieg. But now we are moving to Argentina.
Okay.
So, on behalf of Letten Foundation and the Young Academy of Norway, thank you for coming. Please stay and celebrate Paula's big day. And we will end this session, the prize ceremony, with a tango from Argentinian composer Astor Piazolla called Oblivion. you.